Hey, what's up guys, Jordan Anderson here, and I want to thank you for joining me on this episode. Today, we're going to get a little practical and a little technical, and we're going to talk about how to soundproof your room. So, if you're a content creator out there, if you're a YouTuber, vlogger, and you often suffer from really shitty audio, the room might be the issue. So I want to get into those details. So, if you are an audio engineer, sound guy, this video is not for you. I'm going to say a lot of things that are probably going to piss you off and probably going to be dead wrong, but this is for the guys who have no idea about sound or who don't really understand the dynamics of sound. It's going to be very basic and sometimes frustrating how basic it could be, but I just want to start from the ground and work our way up. Let's talk about audio in the sense of its physical properties. It very much works like it is a sound, so sound waves start from the location source and then they kind of expand as they go out into space, but also expanding, they're also losing strength because of gravity and air resistance. When you're, say like when you're miking, you want to get as close to the audio source as possible because the further you are away, the quieter it will be, obviously. So when you're building a room, this is mainly around, say, your editing desk or even like a vlog setup like this. You need to understand what the room is doing and, you know, kind of understand once you walk into the room, like where the certain problems are. So let's get into that. So this is going to kind of turn into like a mini studio tour, but I just kind of want to show you my setup and then, oh Jesus, I have this, this is switching to the shotgun mic on top of the camera, and I might even switch to the onboard camera because I want to get you guys to understand what your camera's hearing so that you're going to start to filter your mind and ears into the ears of the camera. Got this shotgun mic on. Oh, they don't even give you the, when you put it in auto mode, they don't give you any levels. It's interesting. Alright, so I'm on the shotgun mic, the Rode video mic right now, and I want you guys to understand what this room is doing for you. So I have a ceiling fan on right now, and I also have the AC on because it's like 85 outside, and it's super hot in here, but note that for later in the video. Okay, so let me just kind of give you my desk setup. What you have now is laptop, 2 speakers here, sound padding, and then sound's coming from these two. It's coming at me and it's like unobtruded. It's like just pure sound. So behind me is this door, this glass door, then also sound pads, foam pads. These are like in a kind of triangular shape. Some come in like diamond pattern. But what these do, they're meant to just, sound waves go in and they go in these little triangles here and they don't really know which way to go, so they just kind of get trapped and they deaden. Then I have like foam here, foam in the corner. When I came in this room, when we first moved in here, I was like, this will be the studio. It's obviously got the best light, so how do we make the sound a little bit better? So I'm sitting at my desk here, sound's coming here to me, and what I don't want is the sound to bounce off that wall and come back to my ears, because then I'm gonna hear either some kind of phase. There's like it's called like phasing or out of phase or something, where I'm hearing like the same sound but it's slightly off just by milliseconds, and that's a little bit of a dissonance. But I also don't want to hear any background noise here that's going to then mess up my monitoring of sound. And again, this is a very basic setup. I am not a studio producer. I'm not doing voiceovers in here. I'm not even doing like proper ADR in here. How do you upgrade your Dell speakers to something much more workable? Okay, so let's go into these speakers here too. These are Mackie speakers. They're like $100. It's no big deal. I'm not trying to like sell these things or anything, but interesting, they come with foam padding, and then you put these on the desk, because if this thing right here were to be directly on the desk, it would then rumble the desk, and then the desk would make noise as well, and you don't want this to make noise, you want that to make noise, and then for that to come to your ears. I feel like I need to like draw all this. Yeah, let me get my chart out real quick. Oh Jesus. Alright, how we doing? Two-shot room. and then let's say your desk is here, laptop, yourself are positioned right here. Again, it's a really bad Pictionary game that I'm trying to play. So sound waves are coming at you, but the sound waves aren't just gonna stop at your ears. They're gonna keep going. So, what you don't want is the sound waves to hit that wall and then bounce back and then start coming back towards your ears and then like kind of giving you some kind of like weird echo effect. That's what you don't want. So what you do want is you want these sound waves to just keep traveling, and then once they hit the wall, that it's over. You can do sound pads right here. We can just do sound pads all on the wall. We can do sound pads on this side of the wall. Because you gotta remember, it's almost like water or smoke, that it's just gonna, sound waves are gonna come out and they're gonna bounce and they're gonna go everywhere. So you just want all the sound to just stop. You want all this sound here to just stop and hit these walls. You can put furniture here. You can put couches, you can put rugs down on the floor to deaden the sound. You want the audio to go past you and then be done. Alright, so now just to give you a little more context for this room here, and this is kind of how we built it. So we got audio speakers here, coming out, hitting this wall, foam pads deadening it. We also have rugs on these wood floors because wood floors are very loud and they bounce sound a lot. Then we also have that plant in the corner, that's trapping sound waves. And we also have this weird couch, which is not very comfortable, but it's a couch nonetheless. So the couch also deadens the sound as well. You have pillows, blankets, and it's just like anything you can do to like deaden the sound a little bit, because in an echoous room, it's not really, it just doesn't sound well. So, and just to kind of wrap up, once you have all those factors built in, a lot of sound things can be ruined. Think of it's just a kind of a checklist when you're getting good audio, because this whole time we've had the AC on and this fan on. So when I say by a checklist, you can have a perfectly built room, but if you have the AC on and a fan going, it's gonna ruin your audio. If you have a really shitty mic, it's gonna ruin your audio. So it's all just factors building in. So if you can get the room out of the way as a checklist that you don't have to worry about anymore, that's one step towards good audio. Turning off that AC, getting a good mic, that's the other two ingredients. This was just a very basic explanation of sound dynamics, how it works with a room, and how to build a properly sounding room for a very basic setup. Now you can go and get super crazy, foam insulated walls and just padding everywhere. You can spend five times the amount that you spend on these foam pads and cover this entire room with foam pads if you wanted to. That may ruin your aesthetic, but it will sound good. Sound good, sound well, sound. Whew. Okay, so thanks for watching this episode, you guys. I will, yeah, I feel like I just talked a lot. Hopefully all this made sense. If there's anything confusing or if you still have questions, leave a comment. I'm gonna pass out. So I really appreciate you guys watching this episode. My name is Jordan Anderson. If you have any questions, or if I wasn't really clear on some of these things in this video, leave the question in the comments so that everybody can see, so we can all learn together where we made mistakes, and then I will try to answer it the best I can. So, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.